Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuning in to Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Woo! Shot himself. Shout out to Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, two of the most decorated champions in the history of the sport of boxing. Not only women boxing, but in the history of the sport of boxing. But as you all know, two of the faces of boxing, two queens, are in the twilight of their career. And just like in the men's side, we always want to discuss who's going to be the face of boxing. As we all know, Canelo Alvarez got defeated by Terrence Bud Crawford several months ago out there in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. And Canelo Alvarez was the face of boxing. You already know the former super middleweight undisputed 4-division world titleist, right? Cash cow of the sport of boxing. Bud Crawford defeated him, and then it became the conversation that Terrence Bud Crawford is the face of boxing. But as we all know, a couple of days ago, Terrence Bud Crawford announced his retirement. So now, on the men's side, we're like, yo, who's going to take the baton? Who's going to be the face of boxing? Is it going to be the likes of David Benavidez? Is it going to be the winner of Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson? Is it going to be Virgil Ortiz? Or, you understand what I'm saying? We're discussing that. Who is going to be the face, especially in North America? And the same question and the same things we're going to discuss about the women's side. We see the greatness of Alycia Baumgardner. Alycia Baumgardner, undisputed in the super featherweight division. You know, she vacated her WBC world title so she could fight 12 rounds, 3 minutes. Y'all already know, shout out to Amanda Serrano by setting the tone and being the how you say, the ambassador to change things in the sport of boxing, fight for what's right, fight for equality. And shout out to Amanda Serrano. That's why Amanda Serrano and many people, regards like myself, I consider her the greatest of all time, because not only what she does in the ring, but outside of the ring. But that's all subjective. That's all opinions. There's people out there that feel like Laila Ali is the greatest of all time. There's people out there that feel like Claressa Shields is the greatest of all time. A lot of people out there that feel like Katie Taylor is the greatest of all time. And all those are great arguments, right? But now the face of boxing, who in the twilight of Amanda Serrano's career and Katie Taylor, a trailblazer, she does so much. Shout out to these ladies. Who's gonna be the face of boxing to move women boxing into the new phenomenon, into the new stage, to enhance the sport? Who do you want? Who got all the ingredients to be the face of boxing and move the face of women boxing and inspire, motivate, and still be great, right? Now we see Claressa Shields. She's been in the discussion for a while, you know, with the likes of Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. She's younger than them, right? Claressa Shields, one of the most decorated, or the most decorated women fighter of all time. You can say that about Amanda Serrano as well, being a 7-division world champion, undisputed. You can say that about Katie Taylor, multiple undisputed. And I believe that Katie Taylor got the best resume out of all the ladies, right? But Alycia Baumgardner, in my opinion, especially when Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano do retire, there's going to be a discussion of who's truly the face of boxing. I believe that Alycia Baumgardner have all the ingredients. She's great, speaks well, looks apart, incredible shape. People like her. And while people like her, you can inspire them more. When people like you, you could motivate other people more. And that's what we want to do in life, right? At the end of the day, we want to motivate, especially the youth. You want to motivate these young girls to be fighters and stuff. Not only fighters in the ring, but fighters in life. And you know, just like how she set the tone of vacating her WBC belt, because the WBC wouldn't sanction 12 rounds and 3 minutes. The WBC wouldn't want to uplift women boxing like the other sanctioning bodies, and that's why I have a lot of respect for Alycia Baumgardner and following the footsteps of Amanda Serrano to vacate her world title, to fight for women's equality, right? Also, the pioneers. She shows love to the pioneers of the sport of boxing. Laila Ali said that that the torch is being passed to Alycia Baumgardner, and if you're looking at the landscape of women boxing, it seems like we're heading that way. Now, Claressa Shields, I believe that she got a couple of great fights, but if she stays in that division, how much can she give women boxing? Right? Outside of the recognition and other cultures and relationship with papoose and stuff like that, but we're talking about the sport of boxing, right? She's in a division where it's really not it's nobody up there. Not nobody in the heavyweight division. But you got some great fights in which you could uplift women into the heavyweight division, just like Shadasia Green. And just like Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor needed each other to enhance their career, to enhance their popularity, to enhance their legacy, they needed each other. And Claressa Shields gonna need her like Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. She's gonna need that. And I believe that Shadasia Green could present that, could present the illusion of this the most dangerous fighter you could step inside of the ring with and stuff like that, right? Because a lot of people's asking for that fight. But then, what happens when she fights Shadasia Green? What happens if she loses or if she wins Shadasia Green? It's nothing left for Claressa Shields. Maybe Claressa Shields was ahead of her time, and it does happen even in the men's side, right? Look at Roy Jones Jr., a skill that was just ahead of his time. And the division that Claressa Shields in is is so much you can do. There's the reason why she was double dipping in the MMA. But I believe that Alycia Baumgardner, who is a super featherweight, 126, 130, that she could move to the 130, and then she could compete with noticeable names in the sport of boxing. I think that Alycia Baumgardner, did I say Alicia Keys? Alycia Baumgardner, the Bomb, has more legacy fights that she could get while she's moving up in weight. She could still become a multiple champion. I see a rematch with Michaela Mayer. I see a fight with Dubois. I also see in the end of 2026, I could also see a passing of the torch fight of Amanda Serrano and Alycia Baumgardner. There's still more fights. Hey, if she goes to the 140-pound division and dare to be great and fight Katie Taylor, if she's still going to be in the mix, or Chantel Cameron. There's a lot of names out there for Alycia Baumgardner to enhance the legacy and keep the sustain the eyeballs in the sport of boxing in women boxing. There's so much that she could do, so much that she could offer. She's young as well, and she's dedicated to her craft. You don't hear she's not with boyfriends, she's not with this, and I'm not saying you can't be in a relationship and stuff like that, but you can see that she's dedicated to the game. She looks apart. She's very beautiful, and to be honest, look, folks, a lot of people are gonna be like, well, just skills that pays the bills. But when it comes to women boxing, since it's so much of a male-dominated sports and the fan base is dominated, let's keep it real. Not every man is like me in terms of not every man supports or into women boxing, right? Just like I'm a basketball fan, the NBA, but that doesn't mean there's a lot of men that like the WNBA. It no matter how great, what is it? What's her name? Caitlin Clark is. People, there's just men that just doesn't transition their likeness to go to support, the WNBA or there's a lot of baseball fans. It doesn't mean that because you're a baseball fan, you're gonna support the softball World Series of women. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. There's a lot of men that doesn't want to see women fight. They like the feminism of they don't want to see women fight. They like the feminism of a woman and stuff like that. That doesn't. But that's what makes an Alycia Baumgardner not only that she's an attractive specimen, in the ring in terms of skills, but also in attraction. You know what I'm saying? And it worked for Ronda Rousey in the UFC. It's the reason why even. To keep it real, look at, and I keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. I don't sugarcoat nothing. Let's say Amanda Nunes, when she beat Ronda Rousey, she never became the next Ronda Rousey. She wasn't getting $15 million. She never became a star. You know why? Because she's a little butchy. I believe she's lesbian. I believe she got a wife and stuff like that. And you got to understand that sometimes for men to transition into liking or appreciating or to lure certain men to like and appreciate women boxing, looks matter. It is what it is. That's why a lot of people like Ebony Bridges. You know what I'm saying? They like some people just like Alycia Baumgardner maybe because she just she got a universal attraction. It is what it is. We're not gonna sugarcoat anything. Amanda Serrano, a beautiful lady and stuff like that. There's people out there that find Claressa Shields attractive but find her mouth unattractive, and her mouth and her attitude and her character and personality, people just doesn't find her too much of attraction. For example, Layla Ali, not only that she had a legacy with her name because of her father Muhammad Ali, but she did her thing. She represented Layla Ali as much as she represented the Ali name and the Ali legacy. You know what I'm saying? She superseded that, she matched that, and made her name for her own. But also Layla Ali was also an attractive woman as well, and still is at the age, almost 48 years old. Wow, she's a goddess, right? And Ann Wolfe was really, really good too. But Ann Wolfe was, let's be real, let's be honest, she's kind of butchy. You know what I'm saying? She's not what men look at and be like, oh my God, she look good. Yeah, we can give her a lot of props in her skills. But remember, women boxing is not that easy. They don't got a real large fan base, right? And where women boxing is at right now is at all-time high. But that's also because we're seeing the feminine side of women boxing. We're watching the feminine side, right? We've seen the girls in the lingerie, and it's now, you know what I'm saying? You could see it now. Not like, it wasn't like that before. It was more like, a lot of tomboys and stuff like that. Now we're seeing the sexiness, the attraction. Men are, I want to see the weigh-in. It is what it is, right? Alicia Baumgardner has the ingredients to be the face of boxing. She has the face to be the face of boxing. She has the skill. She has the accomplishment. She has the future. She has the projection. She has the perception, the reality. She has everything. She has the coaches. She has the determination. She speaks well. You could really have an endorsement. Alicia Baumgardner could endorse everything from shampoo to boxing gear, athletic gear, sneakers, or whatever. She could really move the sport in a way that probably no other woman could have moved the sport. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna keep on winning. She's gonna keep on winning, but she has an entertaining style. Also, she hurts her opponent. See, that's one of the thing about Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields got 3 knockouts. She don't hurt her opponent. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of men love Alicia Baumgardner. A lot of women love Alicia Baumgardner. A lot of people appreciate her entertainment value and her look and the way that she speaks and the way that she represents herself, right? And she's with a team like Most Valuable Promotions, shout out to Jake Paul and Akisa, that is all invested in women boxing. See, Claressa Shields, Win Records, and Salida Promotions only invested in her. They're not invested with women boxing. They only invested in Claressa Shields. They don't give a damn about no other girl. They give a F about Claressa Shields. But Most Valuable Promotions are geared to not only uplift also Alicia Baumgardner, but uplift every woman. All the ingredients and everything to make Alicia Baumgardner the face of women boxing is right there for the taking. And I just want to pose this question: who should be the face of women boxing? Again, Claressa Shields has been one of the faces of women boxing, right? She have sold good numbers out there in Detroit. We don't know how much she could sell out there in New York. I don't know how much she could sell in Vegas. I think that both of these girls need a great matchup. You know what I'm saying? Both of them got, she did have Savannah Marshall, but that was out there. Savannah Marshall made it a big fight because it was out there in the UK. Alicia Baumgardner, I think she creeped up on a lot of people in terms of being one of the faces. She's been the underdog, and nothing was given to Alicia Baumgardner. You know, feel me? She has earned every little bit of her success and her name and her recognition. She earned that from the mud. You know what I'm saying? And she's keep earning it from the mud. But we also have I think that's a great fight with her is with Dubois, maybe the man of Serrano, and again a lot of fights for Alicia Baumgardner. We also have other fighters out there. You know, shout out to Nicholson, shout out to Brown, shout out to Chantel Cameron. I'd like to see a trilogy of Chantel Cameron and Katie Taylor. Natasha Jonas haven't retired as well. She's a beautiful queen. Shout out to Celia Breakers. She retired and stuff like that this year. She's a queen of her own right. She's one of the greatest. I ever leased them up as well. But yeah, we got shout out to Camila. I think that she should get a deal. I know a lot of people I think that was a great fight for her versus Dubois. I think that she deserved a deal for MVP Promotions. You know what I'm saying? Let me know who you think should be the lead to lead women boxing. Who should be the face? Who's qualified to be the face? Who have the ingredients to be the face of women boxing and to elevate the sport to a whole new level? Is it Claressa Shields or is it Alycia Baumgardner as Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano's in the twilights of their career?